Hey everyone, what we got on the menu today, we got some beef baby back ribs. Purchased those at the fresh market. I decided to do something a little bit different today. I decided just to cut them up myself piece by piece by piece. So we're going to see how that's going to turn out. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead on and start my fire. In the meantime, while we're doing the fire, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you some of my special made rub. And what this rub consists of, 1/4 cup brown sugar, 1/4 cup of paprika, 1/4 cup of seasoning oil, and 1/4 cup of cumin. So what I did last night, I lightly seasoned these ribs right here, but what I want to do, I want to give them a little bit extra dose seasoning on them. That should take it. They were probably seasoning about 12 hours or more. So what I want to do is something that I rarely do. Sometimes I do. I give out a little of my secrets. So what I have here today for these beef baby back ribs, in order to make this right here, get a cup of your best store-bought barbecue, or if you have any homemade barbecue, you go ahead on and use your homemade barbecue. So what we're going to have here, we're going to have 1 cup of barbecue sauce of your choice. After that, shake this pineapple juice up. Take my gloves off to get this right here. But in the meantime, I'll get to it. 1/4 cup of orange juice. After that, you get 1/4 cup of pineapple juice that I wasn't strong enough to open. And then you want to get 1/4 cup of apple juice. After you've done that, put your top back on everything, and what we're going to do, we're going to stir this up right quickly. And as you can tell, it's going to give you that citrus type flavor. I guarantee you will like this right here. You're really going to enjoy this right here. It's something different. You really will enjoy it. Now, what I'm going to do, as you see, I'm cooking with charcoal. And you see these little barks right here. These little barks right here is what I'm going to use once the fire gets set. I'm going to use these barks right here. And the kind of barks that I'm using right now is a walnut. It comes from a walnut tree. And if you hadn't tried, I know most people have tried hickory, oak, cherry, pecan, all those type wood. But if you get a chance, if you ever find you a walnut tree, try walnut. You'll see exactly what I'm speaking of. Very good. Now these beef baby back ribs, they shouldn't take very long to do it, but they are very good. Just like I say, I always now try to go to fresh market and get my meats now, because they are A1. All their products A1, so I'm pretty much sold on them. So what I'm gonna do right now, even though the fire's not quite ready, I'm gonna just go ahead on and put the meat on. I'll close the top down and add my walnut wood once the fire exactly where I would like for it to be. Now, if I was not smoking this right here, I wouldn't have been able to put your meat on right then. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna place ribs on the grill. Also, one thing I failed to mention to you all, what I'm gonna use today with this particular brand of meat and the seasoning that I'm using, I'm going to use apple juice, because it will give you that citrus type flavor once you squirt these ribs. But the only time I'm going to use this, first time I use, once the seasoning is ingrained within this meat, that's when I come with with my little squirt of apple juice. So what we're going to do now, we'll just sit back and wait for the coal to get ready. Once the coal is ready, periodically, I'm going to be putting these walnut bark inside of the charcoal basket. Once again, I'm using that charcoal basket. This out comes in handy for anybody, once again, inexperienced barbecue grillers or well seasoned. It's the thing to use. Is it? Ready. Now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take a piece of this and I'm gonna put it here, here, and it's gonna give it an amazing flavor. So what I'm gonna do now is close the grill and sit back and see what we're working with.
Come on, baby.
They're coming along real well. What I'm gonna do, instead of using the squirt bottle, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna baste it with a brush so I can make sure I don't leave any of these baby back ribs untouched. Just like I say, it's always flavor it and also give it a little moisture to it. By doing it this way, just like I say, I'm sure to get each one of them based on here. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, what I'm gonna do also, I noticed that the bark, the walnut wood has burnt down. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add more to that.
What you like better, beef ribs or pork ribs?
Beef now. Supposedly they're more healthier than the pork ribs, so I pretty much favor them, but I've been eating the pork ribs all my life. But sometimes you just have to change, make a change. I add more coal to the fire, like these are about to burn down. So this right here, it should be able to take us on home.
How much time you think they got left?
I'm gonna say about 35 more minutes. What I'm gonna do in a few minutes, I'm gonna go and wrap these right here for a little while. And after we wrap them, get your barbecue sauce on them, we should be ready to roll. Like saying picture perfect. Once again, picture perfect. These are beef baby back ribs. One thing I can say, in my opinion, when it comes to beef ribs or beef period, I think they're more flavorful than pork. Now that's just a personal opinion. Someone else may say the same thing, but that's, even though just like I said, I've eaten pork basically all my life. So I guess the reason we just ate a lot of pork because it was much cheaper than beef. So you know what you had to go with. Come back and wrap them. What I'm about to do now, the wind is kind of blowing. Let's put this down and hold it down. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna wrap them up right now.
What does wrapping do?
Wrapping, it tenderizes the meat and it also make it cook a little bit faster also. That's what the wrapping does. Now, sometimes it's just a necessity to wrap certain things, especially a lot of times when it's a tougher cut of meat. Now I'm not saying it's a tougher cut of meat, but I'm saying that's the reason sometimes you'll do it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stack them. Now once I've stacked them, what I'm gonna do, I fold them together, put it to the side, got a little hole. I don't like the holes in it. What I'm gonna do now, since we add more coal to this, I'm gonna let the lid stay open temporarily so the coal can burn, catch on quicker. So that's where we are now.
Done.
Got a little treat for you. What we're gonna do, we're gonna do a little corn while the baby back ribs are getting done. And what we have here, I have a mixture of garlic, butter, and Italian seasoning. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brush it on this corn quickly. Do the same thing with the other one. We'll put a liver down here, a little juice down here, butter down here. What we'll do now, we'll wrap it up. What we'll do now, we'll place the corn right here, close to the fire, and then we'll close the grill. So the next thing that we have available, I'm gonna give you a version how I make my coleslaw. Now everybody make their coleslaw a little bit differently. I'm gonna show you how I make mine. First of all, before I do anything, I'm gonna make my mixture first. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a spoon full of Hellmann's mayonnaise, real mayonnaise. I tell you what, out of all the mayonnaise that I've ever been using, this is my favorite right here, Hellmann's. I'm gonna get a spoon of this right here. Then I'm gonna get a spoon of sour cream. Okay? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in here. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get another spoon. And the reason I'm doing this, I'd rather over make it than under make it. So after we've done that right there, put the top on it, we do that right there, we'll get some rice vinegar, seasoned rice vinegar. Seasoned rice vinegar. We'll put the dab in there. Okay, after that, we got 1 teaspoon, this is sugar that I'm using. We're gonna put 2 teaspoons of sugar in here. After we've done that, So here we go. You know how I am with these lemons. We're gonna get a squirt of lemon juice. And do it like that. And now, after that, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna stir it up right quickly. I'm not finished stirring it, but what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna put some black pepper and salt within here. Pepper along with your salt. If you need additional salt and pepper, once the coleslaw is made, you have your choice of doing that. And I just don't want to overly do it. After that, we get our bowl. Normally, I don't get the bags. I usually shred it myself. But today, I'm going to wash the bag of slaw. That, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get our mixture. I'm gonna put it in here now. Put 1 spoon there first. Let's see what it looks like then. I put about a half of this big spoon in, and this right here do it. Now what I'm gonna do, I guess most of y'all know, you got to add me a little bit more lemon juice in here. That's for me. I guarantee you people, you'll definitely like this coleslaw mixture. Look at them. Now what we're gonna do now, we're getting ready to put our sauce on them. And then after that, we'll put them on the plate. All right, let me line them up the proper way. I like for them to sit on the grill. Put a little of this juice on it. So after that, now we'll get ready to put our sauce on it. Just make sure I get these, all of them thorough. I don't want to have to do anything of it. Now I'm just trying to hit the sides of it now. You don't necessarily have to get the back, simply because back is nothing but bone. If you notice, in all the sides, front and back. Give me about 10 minutes and we'll be ready to platter this up.
Done.
I think we have completed the task. Baby back ribs, they're looking good. And what I'm gonna do right now, on the platter, take a picture. What we call a nice summer dinner. So I got some nice coleslaw, some fresh soaked corn, purchased from this farmer market today. Everything is fresh and ready to go. I think I'll hit a little bit more with sauce. That'll be it for today. So I complete that. Yep. These are your caveman beef baby back ribs.